Yes, you have read it correct 100%. Now we have Python in Excel. On August 22nd, Microsoft has announced integration of Anaconda distribution for Python into Microsoft Excel. Popular Python libraries such as Pandas, Matplotlib, scikit-learn, Seaborn, etc. can be directly used in Excel without any setup required. This is really a big move of Microsoft with regard to machine learning, data science work portfolio. Hello friends, my name is Vikrant and I welcome you to my YouTube channel Cornerstone. This video is very special to stay abreast with technology and new update. I will be covering Python in Excel with some data examples and will make you understand how actually it works. So without wasting time, let's get started. So guys, this is the update I was talking about, announcing Python in Excel. It's possible to natively combine Python and Excel analytics within the same workbook with no setup required. So guys, there is no need to do any kind of this setup. With Python in Excel, you can type Python directly into a cell, right? So in the same way, we write is equal to sum, is equal to VLOOKUP, is equal to COUNTIF. You can just type is equal to PY and your Python function will start working, okay? Where you can locate it, in the formulas bar, there's an option insert Python. Okay, what sets Python in Excel apart? That it's built for the analyst. So with the help of the pandas, definitely you will be able to do a lot of analysis on your data with super ease. And yes, now the visualization is much better here because with the help of the libraries like Matplotlib, Seaborn, so to create a wide variety of charts. So it's not limited that we are just using the traditional charts only in the Excel, but now you can use it for the statistician purpose as well. Okay. Other updates. So Anaconda is something which is running behind the Python into the Microsoft Excel. So Python in Excel runs securely on the Microsoft Cloud with no setup required. So we already talked about it. Python in Excel is built for teams. So you can work in a shared and collaborative manner, and you can share this worksheet with other as well to work in the real time. Okay, Python in Excel reflects Microsoft deep commitment to Python. So this is a really comprehensive document. You can go through it just to make yourself familiarized in the journey of Python and Excel. Okay, another one, Anaconda. So from the Anaconda also there is a particular document which says that announcing Python in Excel. The same thing again, but maybe they have covered a bit more examples. So you can see here the pair plot. They have used the histograms, right? So you can go through this as well to make yourself more comfortable while working on the large data set. Okay. So there is a catch, guys. This is not available as of now to each and every user of the Microsoft, right? So there, you can check your eligibility, right? So go to your account and then check whether you have the Microsoft 360 family or the personal subscription, or whether the 365 Insider, this one, Microsoft 365 Insider, are you able to see it in your account or not? If it's not, then you have to, take the subscription, or you should be having at least the personal subscription in order to see this particular one, Microsoft 365 Insider. So you can go through this document just to understand that what are the eligibility criteria, how you can actually set up your Python in Excel. So that's in short about it. Okay, now we will move into the important part. We will jump onto the Excel spreadsheet and then we will do some data stuff. Okay, so I see you there. Okay, so I've opened the Excel spreadsheet, and in the formulas, I'm able to see the insert Python function here. Okay, so there are three ways to insert the Python in Excel. Number one is that you just click on this one, Python in Excel. So click Python in Excel. This will open the py and you can write your code here. Second one is just type manually py and this one. And then the third one is to use the shortcut, which is quite lengthy, but this is how it is: Control Alt Shift P. And these three methods, they are doing the same thing. I will go with py, following the same method: is equal to sum, is equal to VLOOKUP, is equal to sum if, right? So is equal to py. Now I need to pass here the table range. So my table name is data1, and you can see data1 is equal to all. So I'm giving all the rows and columns here with the headers is equal to true. So don't forget to use the control enter to commit the Python code, otherwise it will not work. Okay, so control plus enter. Now you must be thinking about that it's giving us the data frame. So it's a Python object, guys. All right, so if you would like to see what's stored in the data frame, let me click on this one. So it gives you the table columns, and your rows as well. And in 0 1 2 3 4, these are the index positioning, right? Now what if I would like to see this data frame into the Excel? So go to this option and click on the Excel value. See, you have the entire table information now stored in the data frame. Let's name our data frame is equal to df. So df is equal to this one. So now I have defined my data frame, a new name, a df. Okay, control enter, don't forget. Click on this one. Now we have the dedicated the data frame with the name df. Okay, so I can use df across my sheet here. So for example, let's say if I would like to see that how many rows and columns are there in my df, I can just simply type is equal to py df dot shape. Okay, and control enter. So see here I'm getting the tuple, and in tuple, if I see the Excel values, so total here are 36 rows and 6 columns. Yeah, so 3 employees, Kevin James, James Peter, and Peter Kevin. And there are 12 months for each employee. So 12 into 3 is equal to 36. These are my number of rows, and 6 are my number of columns. Employee name, month, and the 4 regions: east, west, south, and north. Let's say that if I would like to see the name of the column, so again what I can do is equal to py and then using the data frame. So the moment I type here the df, you can see that Python and Excel, they are using the IntelliSense. So they have given me the help here that whether you are talking about this data frame. If I would like to choose it, just click the tab on your keyboard and this should suffice indeed. Okay, so df dot columns is the code here. Control enter, and again going to this one and then clicking on the Excel values. See, I'm getting here employee name, month, east, west, south, north. So these are my name of the columns. Now the next ask is that if I would like to see that how many null values are there in my data table. So let's delete few of the values from the table. So I've deleted one particular value from each column. So ideally it should give me the one for each column. Okay, so how we can achieve it with the help of the Python? So I'm again using py, and then df is my data frame, and then is null we use in Python, and then I'm just using the sum function here. Control enter. Yeah, so it's giving me the series. Click on the Excel values. Yeah, so we have employee name, month, east, west, south, north. So these are the column names, and then it's saying that you have one value for each column that is missing, right? Let's check by deleting few of the more records from here. So see, it's updating in the real time, right? Okay. Now the next ask is that if I would like to see that what percentage of the values are missing in terms of the null values against each column, we can do it in the same way. I'm just using again the py, and then df is my data frame, and in df I'm using the is null, and then using here the mean, right? So this should give me the percentage of the null values against each column, and then using the control enter here, it's giving me the series. Click on the Excel values. See how fast it is. Now we are getting that okay, 0.05% of the data is missing in the employee name, 0.055% of the data is missing in the month, and so on and so forth. Okay, now if I would like to see that how many unique values are there in particular column, then how we can do this? It's again very simple, right? So is equal to py, then calling the data frame, and then using here df, and then we need to define here the column name. So column name, let's say that we are taking here the month. Okay, because in month we have the repetitive month's name. Okay, so in the single quotes I'm just typing here the month. Remember guys, it needs to be case sensitive. So I'm using here df month in the same exact name I'm using here, df month dot n unique, and then closing it. Control enter. Yeah, so total 12 are the unique values, which is quite appropriate, right? Because we are covering all the months: January, February, March, April, and these are the 12 months in a year. Okay, and then the similar way, if you would like to see for the name column here, you can just change the reference. So again, py, and then df, then giving the name. So what's the name? Employee name is the column name, right? Employee and name. Okay, then n unique. N unique will give me the number of total unique records. Okay, control enter. It's showing me busy doing the calculations. Now you can see that we have three employee here. Okay, so that suffice me the need here. And now let's put some random values here. Okay, I'm just copying and pasting it. Kevin James again, making our data same. Okay, and then from here I'm just copying the month. We'll use the group by here. Okay, so you remember that in the pivot table we get the information in the group by format, right? So let's say that if I would like to see for the employee name, on the basis of the employee name, that what are their sales in the four region, east, west, south, north, then how I should be able to do this, and with the help of the Python in Excel. So what I can do, I can just start writing py, and then df is my data frame here, then df dot group by, and now I need to provide here that what is my column name on the basis of which I would like to do the group by. So let's go with the employee name here. In the single quotes, I'm writing here employee and name, closing it down, and then what aggregate function we would like to use it here. Let's go with the sum. So I'm using here the sum and control enter. So there's a problem with this formula. All right. Okay. See, we have used the double quotes here, so I'm just making the correction and control enter. Now let's go and change it to the Excel values. See, you get the information. So on the basis of the employee name across four regions, east, west, south, north, this is giving you the sum, right? So aggregate sum for each employee. So this is how fast actually it is, right? So now last, I would like to cover the describe data. So describe data will give you the clarity around the statistic piece of your data, that what are the number of count and the mean, standard deviation, or the minimum and the maximum values present in your data frame. Okay, so is equal to py, and then df dot describe, and then you need to control enter. Okay, click on this one and change this data frame to the Excel value. It's still calculating. Yeah, so let's click on the Excel value. See, across the four region, east, west, south, north, we are getting the count, mean, standard deviation, min, 25th percentile, 50th percentile, 75th percentile, and the maximum value which is present in the east, west, south, and north, right? So on the basis of these one, you can calculate the IQR as well, the interquartile range. So that's something I would like to show from the data analytical portion. Now let's move to the data visualization. I see you there. Welcome back to the data visualization part of this video. So I have created this fictitious data with me. In the column A, this is the temperature in Celsius, and B, C, D, these three columns holds the mobile sales, jacket sales, cold drink sale. Now, basis the data visualization and Python in Excel, we would like to understand that if the temperature is increasing, what impact is on the mobile sales, jacket sales, cold drink sales, and vice versa if the temperature is decreasing as well. Okay, so let's perform the correlation matrix. But before we start with the correlation matrix, we need to define the data frame here. Okay, so how we can do this is equal to py, and then provide the range of your table here. My table name is data2, all header is equal to true, and I'm dedicatedly assigning one name to the data frame, that is tf1. Okay, using the control enter, go to this option, and then okay, it's taking time. Yeah, it's done. Okay, click on the Excel value. See, we have got all the data from the data table 1 to the data frame. Now for the correlation matrix, what we need to do is equal to py, and then we are calling the data frame 1, right? This is the data frame name which we have given, right? Yeah, df1. Okay, so it's equal to py df1 dot core, and then control enter. See, we got the Python object, then converting it to the Excel values. So now here we can see, let me do some conditional formatting here uh, on the basis of the data color scales. All right, let me do it once more. All right. So from this table correlation matrix, you can understand that, if the temperature is increasing, then your cold drink sale is also getting increased. But if your temperature is decreasing, then in that scenario, the sales of your jackets is decreasing, right? Which is quite true. But there is no strongly positive correlation or the negative correlation with the mobile. So there's no impact on the mobile sales due to the increase or decrease in the temperature, right? Which is quite true. All right. So in this way, we can create the correlation matrix by using the Python in Excel. Let's move on to the next one, the regression plot. So for the regression plot, what we can do is equal to py, and then you can just drag it down, because you sometimes you may have to write more than one line of the code as well, right? It's not every time you will get the result in one line of code only. So import cborn as SNS, right? So we are importing here the library which is called as the cborn, right? And we have given the name here, the pet name as SNS. Okay. Now, in order to create the regression plot, what we will do, we will first of all define SNS dot reg plot, and then data is equal to df1. Okay, because we are using the data frame 1, which holds all the information, right? Temperature, mobile, jackets, cold drinks. So now what we will do next is, in this data frame we will use this bracket, and then we'll pass the values. So the first column which we would like to pass here is my x, that is the jackets, and the next one is your temperature. Okay, and then again I need to pass here my x is equal to this and y is equal to this, right? So x is equal to my jackets, and then y is equal to temp temperature. Okay, so that's it. All right, let's close the brackets here and then hit the control enter. Yeah, see, we're getting the image here, right? And you can see that we are getting the regression plot for the jackets and the temperature, but how we can use it for our purpose, just click on the Excel value. Now in H13, this particular cell, I have the regression plot, but how to magnify it, right? So no need to worry, just select few of the cells here and then merge in center, and you will be able to see this, right? Now on the y-axis you have the temperature, it's in the -20, then -10, and then it goes up to 50. So in this order, and on the x-axis you have the jacket sale. So it's clearly visible from here that as the temperature increased, your sales of the jackets is likely to get decreased, right? So with the help of the regression plot, we can find this kind of the visualization as well now in Excel. Okay, next one is the pair plot. Let's touch base on this one as well. So again, you can use the py, and then uh, import cborn as SNS, and then if you're using the pair plot, let me call it pair plot, the name here, and then pair plot, what I'm going to use, SNS dot pair plot, SNS dot pair plot, and then I need to define here the data frame. So define data frame is the same, df1, right? So in df1, what are the variables that I would like to pass? So I'm passing everything here. Let's start with the temperature C, and then the next one is your mobile, and then we have the jackets. All right, and then we have the last one, cold drinks. All right, okay, and in this way let's close and Control enter. This is giving me the error. Okay, all right. We have not used the double quotes here. Now hit the control enter. It's taking time because now this time the pair plot actually will create the more than one graph here, and that will represent the relation with each other, right? Temperature to mobile, temperature to jacket, temperature to cold drinks, and vice versa. Okay, what we have got the error here, guys. Let me see. Import seaborn as SNS pair plot is equal to SNS dot pair plot df1, then where's is equal to temp c. I hope we have used the same name, mobile, jackets, and then the cold drinks. The spelling is not correct here. My bad. Sorry, guys. Control enter. Still busy. Yeah, yeah. So now we got the image. Let's convert it to the Excel value. Yeah, it's taking time. Yeah. So now we have the pair plot available. Let's merge few of the cells here. See, if you would like to, make it more large. Sorry, let's make it more large here. So you will be able to see here the relationship with temperature to temperature, with mobile to jackets to jackets, right? So that's the reason actually it took a few long time here, but that's okay. All right. See, temperature to cold drink, this relation to mobile to cold drinks, jackets to cold drinks to cold drinks, right? This is nothing but just the the visualization of the correlation matrix here. So this is giving you the information in terms of the visuals. Okay, so that's all from the Python in Excel as of now in this video. Now in the last, I would like to talk one thing, that there is one limitation to the Python in Excel. See, this works in the online mode only. When you have the internet connected to your system only, then it will work. So what I'm doing, I'm just closing my Wi-Fi connection here, and then if I click on any of the data frame here, let's click on this one. See, I'm getting the errors. Python, everything, everywhere. I'm getting the error in the sheet 2 as well. So this is one of the limitation as of now. But maybe like in the future releases, Microsoft, they may try to fix it, right? So let me connect the Wi-Fi again. So I'm just using the Wi-Fi again. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm connected now. Again, control enter and see, the result is here. So that's all. So I hope you have found this video useful and informative. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for all upcoming videos notification. And also please feel free to drop your notes in the comment section below, that what do you think about this update? How do you feel about this update, that Python in Excel from Microsoft? I see you in my next video. Till then, bye bye. Take care.